Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing my market analysis for Illuvium. So if you are new to the channel and you want to show some support, please leave a like and subscribe. So before I dive into the charts, I just kind of want to mention the most recent land plot sale for Illuvium. I saw they sold out $72 million in total sales. So that is quite remarkable. I would say that kind of represents how there's still a lot of people interested in Illuvium, and that a lot of market participants are still kind of in this project and excited about it. So I just wanted to highlight that before going into the charts, because that is kind of a unique look that not a lot of other altcoins are seeing, where they have this level of excitement. All right, so now I want to talk about this green zone in the price action from $374 all the way up to $394. So really this is such an important level, because if we go all the way back to 2021, we can see how in August this kind of flipped from resistance into support, and this was really the ultimate level where we held as support in this consolidation phase that lasted about 50 days or so. And this was the first consolidation phase in Illuvium's price history, because really if we go all the way back, this initial phase was just a capitulation, and then after that we went straight up. So we hadn't seen any longer consolidation phases prior to this level here, and this was kind of holding this green zone as support. So you can see how price action is actually below this. Right now it is down about 25% from this level. So what ideally you would want to see Illuvium start making its way back up to this level and retest this at some point. And I think some point or another we are going to see this retest, and it is going to be a key retest, because if we are going to be bullish, what we would like to see is a flip of this zone as support and then start holding it, and then kind of that would be the signal that we're ready to start trending back up to some of these lower highs, such as the one at $679, and then targeting $736, and then from there we'll see. But I would expect that whether or not we are able to reclaim this level in green will most likely depend on what Bitcoin is doing. So if Bitcoin is, say, trending down below $25,000, then that is not a great sign for Illuvium, and that is in general not a great sign for altcoins, Ethereum, and in the overall market. So I think if you really want to be in Illuvium, I'd kind of watch Bitcoin and keep in mind that if Bitcoin is dropping, most likely we won't be able to reclaim this, and we will probably see some new lows being formed. Because if we come back up to this level and we hold it as resistance, as some sort of macro resistance, I would make the argument that this would be yet another lower high, such as the one we have seen in April at $670, right? It's the same market structure. We have, this new low being formed, and a break of support. We come back up for some sort of bounce, make this lower high, and then continue lower. So I would say that if we do reject off this green zone, I would expect at the very, very least a retest of this $250 low, kind of following this May 12th capitulation. And then if we are not able to hold that, then this would be a very bearish looking chart, because if we go all the way back to basically July and August of 2021, we can see how Illuvium really just had one massive rally. If we take a measured move from the bottom here, Illuvium went up all the way 1,275% over just 46 days. And if we continue to the peak here, this intermediate term peak, it was 1,885% over only 52 days. And I think my point here is that this was a great move, right? This was an incredible rally, but it was just way too fast, right? So the problem here is that we didn't develop a lot of support regions for when we come back and retest it. If you kind of look here, we didn't consolidate at all, except for I would argue maybe this was consolidation, this kind of week-long phase where we saw price drawdown from roughly $127 down to $79. But other than that, this has just been a straight up rally. And when we come back down, I would argue it could be kind of the same thing, but in reverse, because really we don't have any support. There's really no consolidation in these levels. There's no key developed areas. Some of these price levels we spent only a day at. So like for example, if we were to say take $180 price action only traded at $180 for one single day for all of Illuvium's price history. So that's very significant, right? That's telling us that, there's not a lot of developed support. So it becomes a very dangerous looking chart, and I would identify the risks associated with Illuvium if you see us come back down towards these levels, because there's just not a lot of support. There's not a lot of areas that we can look to for some bounces, for some demand, and kind of just considering that, I would expect, if this level does not hold at $250, I would expect a continuation of this longer term macro downtrend for Illuvium. So that's the end of my price analysis. I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I will see you in the next one.